everybody, I am Janhavi Panwar. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, or welcome to my YouTube channel, everyone. If you people are new over here, then make sure you go and check out my other videos as well. Alright, let's get started. Now, what if I asked you a question, said, how are ya? So what are you gonna respond? You're gonna respond, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm well. These are some of the most common responses out there. Or otherwise, you're gonna say, I'm good, thank you, I'm fine, thank you, I'm well, thank you. What about you? How are you? And yourself. This is what we usually do whenever someone asks us, how are you? So these three responses, fine, well, and good, are some of the most common responses out there to how are you? So instead of that, I think it's always good to have some better alternatives in our pocket, because when you keep using the same response over and over again, it frankly sounds a little boring, especially when you're in a very interesting place with new people and you gotta really sound interesting. So that's when you can use all of these better alternatives. Well, you can use these anywhere. I'm not saying that all of these three sentences, good, well, and fine, I'm not saying that these are not correct or these are grammatically incorrect. No, there's nothing wrong with them. They're absolutely fine and you can use them anywhere. But always good to have some better alternatives. Now let's get started. So you know how we say, I'm well, thank you. So with this sentence, we are only going to add two more words and it's going to become, I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm doing really well, thank you. So I'm doing really well. So this just basically suggests like you're doing absolutely great. You're perfectly fine and nothing's wrong with you. So I'm doing really well. You know, it's a very positive response. So instead of saying I'm well, you can say I'm doing really well, thank you. And with this, you can also use I'm quite well. I'm quite well. Now, quite is used when you are in a very formal position, in a very formal scenario. So when you say I'm quite well, so you're in a formal scenario. With well, you can also say, I'm pretty well. I'm pretty well. Now, if you people have been watching my YouTube videos for a long time now, then you may have noticed that I use the word pretty a lot in my YouTube videos. I use it everywhere. So you all can also use it everywhere, but not too much, because I am literally obsessed with this word. And I'm so obsessed is that I don't even know anymore is that I'm obsessed with this word, if you know what I mean. So I'm doing really well, thank you. I'm doing quite well. I'm doing pretty well. Another one you can say, good thanks and you, pretty boring, right? So instead of that, you can say, is that good thanks and you, it sounds really like, okay, the person is doing like, okay, kind of okay. So you can say, I've been better. I've been better. So I've been better means is that the day which you're, going through right now, you have had better days than this one. So I've been better means you have had better days. So I've been better is that you right now, you're okay, but you have been better, like you have been more amazing than you are right now before. So I've been better. And with this one, you can also say, never been better. Never been better is that I'm so happy. So if somebody asks you, how are you? Never been better. That basically means you're on the top of happiness, like top of your happiness list. So never been better with a very wide smile means you're extremely happy. And I'm sorry about my hair popping up, but today I combed my hair and I'm not really good with doing braids and everything, but still, it's working. All right, next one is when somebody asks you, how are you? And you're really going through very challenging times, but still you're going through it, like, some challenging times. And this is used for in front of people, like your friends, your family, basically in front of people, you can be frank with. So, I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. Doesn't mean you're hanging somewhere, dark humor moment. But I'm hanging in there. It means when you have been going through a very challenging time, very tough times, but still you're going through with it. So you're hanging in there. So I'm hanging in there. And now if you're really going through a very tough time, so in front of friends and family, you can always say, I'm stressed out. I'm stressed out when you're feeling really tired, exhausted, and when you're really stressed about something. So I'm stressed out. Another one you can say, how are ya? Not bad. When you have to say, I'm okay. So, that very okay kind of response, not too much, something that sounds very neutral, not too sad, not too happy. So you can say not bad or not too bad. So not bad and not too bad. Now, usually people also ask what's up instead of saying how are ya? They also ask what's up. So for what's up, there are these three usual responses. Not a lot, not a lot. So not a lot is used by not many people, but yes, it is used by many people. Okay, ironical sentence, but yes. Instead of saying not a lot, you can always say, oh, just the usual. Just the usual. You're not gonna hear many people say this sentence, but just the usual. That means nothing new is going on. Whenever you say, oh, nothing much. So instead of saying nothing much, you can say just the usual. Just the usual. Now I've got two more sentences, expressions. So far, so good. So far, so good. Is that up until now, it's been extremely good. So far, so good. So up until this moment, like the moment you asked me, it's been extremely amazing. Another one you can say, can't complain. Can't complain, but with a happy smile. I can't complain. Like everything's been great. I can't complain about anything. And if you're going to say, can't complain. So basically, that means is that even if you're going to complain, nothing's going to happen. No impact. So can't complain with a sad voice. That means, you know, you have tried to complain a lot of times, but nothing has happened. So you can't even complain anymore. So, but with a happy smile, can't complain. So literally everything's so good that you can't complain about anything. So these are some alternatives for responding to how are ya? Instead of saying I'm good, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, I'm very well, thank you. And what about you? How are you? Instead of using these regular boring sentences, come up with some interesting ones. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. I'm Janhavi Panwar. Stay safe. I'm going to see you people in the next video. Also, the links to my social media are in the description box down below. So make sure you go and check me out on my social media as well. You can drop your queries and suggestions in the comment section down below or on my social media. And make sure you also check out my British and American accent courses as well as my basic, intermediate and advanced English level courses. And the links for all of those courses are also in the description box down below. Thanks so much. Stay safe, everyone. See you in the next video. Bye.